Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com. Thank you for joining me today for this card made with the Sentimental bundle from the Stampin' Up! 2020 mini catalog. This is a great bundle that has some dies that are beautiful, scalloped rectangular frames and these great labels that you can use with just about anything. We'll be using the rectangular frame for this sentiment today. So I'm taking some scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock and some Memento black ink, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment just in the center there because I'm going to die cut it in just a minute. Now I know that I want some of the poppies from this Painted Poppies stamp set that's also in the mini catalog, but after thinking about it, I decided to wait and die cut the sentiment first so I know exactly how much room I'd have for those poppies. So you can see that I've put the frame around the sentiment and I've left some white space at the bottom, and that's going to be for the poppies. So I'm going to get that settled and then take a post-it note and just hold that down. And I'm going to put the cutting plate on top, and I've got it a little crooked here, so I've kind of struggled getting it through, but I've got to do some shifting around, and I moved my camera, but it's all good. Got it straightened up again. So now we're going to get this die cut scalloped rectangular frame and move the die cutting machine out of the way. And then I'm going to once again get that stamp, ink it up with Memento black ink because I'm going to be coloring it with my Stampin' Blends. So there I have those poppies, and I've got the light and dark Poppy Parade and the light Old Olive Stampin' Blends. And as I color here, I start with my dark Poppy Parade, and I'm coloring the centers and toward the bottom of these little poppy blooms. Just really simple. They're small, and so I'm just giving it a little bit of shading by doing the dark first. And then I'm going to go back with the light Poppy Parade and just blend that in and color all of those flowers. These Stampin' Blends are alcohol markers. They come in many of our Stampin' Up! Colors, and they are so much fun to color with. You do need to stamp in the Memento black ink or either emboss your image so that you don't have any smearing for your best result. Now I've got the light Old Olive, so I'm just going to go over the stems just lightly and give it some of that green color. So I see a little bit that I forgot, so I'm going back with the light Poppy Parade. Now I have some of this beautiful, I believe it's the Peaceful Poppies Designer Series paper, cut 4 by 5.5. I'm using some liquid glue to put the sentiment and the poppies toward the top there. Then I have some of this, my favorite ribbon. It's the Whisper White Crinkled Seam Binding. And I'm going to leave it on the spool and then twist it around twice. And I make sure I have about 4 inches over there to the left so that I can tie a bow. You may want to leave a little more ribbon than that. It makes it easier, and then you can just trim off what you don't want hanging from the little tails of the bow. Okay, so I've got that like I like it, and I'm going to trim off a little bit of the end with my paper snips. And then I'm going to take the card base, which is Poppy Parade 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5, and I'm just going to center that whole piece over top of the front of the card base using some liquid glue. It goes all the way from the top to the bottom with a little 1/4 inch showing of the base on the side. Now I'm putting 3 dots of the liquid glue, and I'm going to use the Peaceful Poppy Sequins that coordinates with this paper. And the Take Your Pick tool is going to help me pick those up and put it over those little dots of glue. And that's going to just add the finishing touch to the card. So let me get the last one on there, and then you can just set it aside and let it dry. And there's a great card for a friend. If you have any questions, you can email me, call me, or text me. My information is on my blog at inkandinspirations.com. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.